issue of Fantastic Fears #1, and as you can see, it was barely hanging on at the bottom staple, so I gently removed it. What I'm going to do now is go ahead, as you can see, the spine is split here. I'm going to add a small piece of tape here and at the bottom. And then what I want to do is reattach the book with the original staples. So that's what we're going to do now. So I put the comic book cover on a slick surface to avoid anything sticking when I apply the tape to the spine and to the staple areas. But first we need to apply a mending tissue to the top area. Okay, that's pretty good. And that stabilizes the entire top. Now what I think I'm going to do is add one more piece to the staple hole, and I'll come back to that. I'm going to do these bottom pieces first. And there is a little tear here, so I'm going to get that. First I'm going to get this bottom split here. There we go. There we go. Now I did a little overkill on the tear. That's just to prevent it from tearing further, folks. As far as I'm concerned, you always want to go like 1/8 of an inch over where the tear stopped. I went 1/4 of an inch, so I should be good to go. Once again, you want to use something smooth, anything that's like has a smooth end, like for instance this pen has got a smooth end to it, and just kind of work the mending tissue in to the comic book. Go to the back. And as you can see, there's still a slight opening there. And of course a slight opening here. I'm going to go right along that hole. There we go. Alright, so we got two pieces where the staples go and where they will go. So as you can see, when you fold it, the way I do it, you can barely see the tape there and there. It's just barely even there, which is exactly how I like it, folks. And meanwhile, the tape has effectively sealed those staple holes, so you got double mending tissue, right? Front and back. That's going to make for a strong bond with the staples. So here's the book, folks. You can see a little rust migration here. And what we're going to do is go to the centerfold, which is right here. Upon further examination of the centerfold, the top staple, of which there is rust and of course a bit of rust migration, has recessed under the centerfold. So I'm not going to get to that one today. I think I'm going to just concentrate on the bottom staple and reattaching the bottom staple as it was before, and then figure out what to do with this, because I'm afraid that if I try to remove that staple, I'm going to take some paper. Okay, reasonable. Okay, we have successfully elevated the staple without much trauma at all. So now the idea is to remove the staple, kind of tap it out of there like that. As you can see, here it is. Staple successfully removed. There we go. Pretty decent. This really helps to stabilize that situation with the staple once we put it back in. And the cover has been done. It is prepped. It is ready to go. So we're going to slide the interior wraps, the book. We're now sliding the book inside. We want to make sure it is lined up perfectly. And then we want to go back to the centerfold. This is where it gets fun, folks. So we've lined it up. I've got my needles. I have selected a needle. Doesn't really matter. I would say small is good with these. So what we want to do is address the first hole. So there's the first hole, folks. As you can see, the needle, hopefully you can see that needle going through there. Okay, the staple is in. Okay, I think I've firmly gotten the staple into place. Now the idea being that it does stabilize the book, it gets it back to where it was. The staple up here is a no-go. It's, as I said, it's separated from the centerfold. It's inside. It's more rusted. I just don't think I have the skill to deal with that. So for the time being, I'm going to leave it be, and I'm going to look into it and see if there's something that can be done. If not, probably what I'm going to do is clean out the rust a bit and maybe glue it, and then, I don't know, possibly glue the spine there to the comic book. I hate doing that after doing this good mend with the bottom staple, because now, folks, at least, you know, with the staple the way it is, the thing's, you know, together. That's what I wanted, you know, to get it back to at least that stage, and it is. So that's good, and I'm just going to have to address this top staple issue at some other time. As you can see, where it was really wavy, now it's definitely not nearly as wavy. The front cover is actually pretty damn good. You can still see some wave action here, but it is improved in any case. Just compare that to where it was before. There you go, folks. My little conservation effort for Fantastic Fears #1. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, please like and subscribe. Thank you.